Hi everyone, welcome again to this series of this World Cup preview and review. So as I'm making this video, we are just about to kickstart the semi-final. So the first semi-final is between France and Spain, and the next one, the other semi-final is between Argentina and England. So let's start with the first one, France against Spain. So as I'm saying from the beginning, since the beginning, this is France World Cup to lose. If they are making any mistake, then only other teams can beat them, or else there is no chance anyone can beat them. They have the most balanced and they are the most outright favorites, all I can say. So if it will be a good game. So the only chance Spain has is to control the midfield, and if they can score a goal and then keep France from scoring their goals. But just to keep the ball in the midfield, control the tempo of the game. That's how Spain can nick the game. Or else, if you go head to head, toe to toe, then France can demolish Spain at any given moment of time. So let's see what will happen. So my bold prediction is France will win. So it won't be by a huge margin. It will be a close game, of course. So let's see. So I'm expecting France to win by at least minimum one goal margin. It won't be a surprise if they won by 2 goals margin. I'm fully expecting France to be dominant at the final third of the pitch. But Spain will definitely control the midfield with the players they have in Pedri, Dani Olmo, Fabian Ruiz, Rodri. They are brilliant at keeping the ball, moving it around in the defensive third, in the midfield third, and progressing it to the final third. So that part France have to look out for. Other than that, I don't see any challenge for France. They should win. If they lose, that is on them. Credit will be given to Spain, of course, but if they lose, that is on them. They should win it. So Mbappe is in brilliant form, as well as Olise. Olise hasn't scored a goal, by the way, in this World Cup, but he has provided the assists. And Dembele has also chipped in with 4-5 goals. Mbappe has scored 8 goals in parallel with Messi at the joint top goal scorer. So I'm expecting Mbappe to score at least one goal. So moving to the next one, Argentina versus England. So from the start of the round of 32, I have been I have been saying, if England can beat the so-called smaller teams like Congo, Mexico, and after that, I guess they beat Norway. My bold prediction was England will reach the final. So they faced Norway because Norway beat Brazil. So I expected England to play Brazil, and I also expected England to win that game. Why I was saying so? Because Thomas Tuchel has picked the team like that way, to play with pace and power at the break, on the transition, on the counter attacks. So if you sit back against England, they don't have the players to break you down. They didn't select those players like Cole Palmer's, your Phil Foden's. They haven't taken them. What they have took, the proper wingers, Saka, Gordon, Rashford, and then Madueke, who can hold the line, take defenders one on one, go to the byline, and cross it for Bellingham and Kane in the box. That is their game plan. And in the midfield, they have two excellent holding midfielders in Declan Rice and Elliot Anderson. So Elliot Anderson had a brilliant season in the Premier League, this time with Nottingham Forest, and he has earned his move to Manchester City, which is, by the way, the highest paid transfer for a midfielder. So let's see how it goes. So that transfer preview will come later. So for now, the main part is they can hold the line in the midfield. So in the Declan Rice and Elliot Anderson, they have a solid base in midfield. So no player should get through the middle to break England's defense, and that is how good they are in defensive organization, defensive third, and in the midfield. If you ask them to get the ball, dictate the tempo, and create chances, they lacks in that department, but they definitely have the upper hand in control the game without having the ball, and to break with speed, with power, with pace. Declan Rice is a brilliant runner with the ball. He can bring up the ball from the defensive third in the transition and give it to Bellingham's, the like of Bellingham's, Kane's, and then if you have Saka playing on the right, to them, and then it is individual game of Saka and Gordon or Rashford or Madueke, whoever is playing, or Eze he's a brilliant alternative as well. And of course Bellingham is in very good form. He just scored 4 goals in last two games, two against Mexico, two against Norway. Brilliant goals, both of them a perfect Frank Lampard goal. All four of them was typical Frank Lampard goal. So the heritage continues for England. So let's see. I'm fully expecting England to win against Argentina. Why I'm saying so? Because Argentina's main weakness is their defense when it comes into transition phase. When the opponent is attacking, they don't have that much of leg or that much of physical power in midfield and in the wide areas to hold them. That is where I think England will get better of Argentina. So England have to be patient, sit back, absorb the pressure, and then hit in the counters. So after 60-70 minutes, if they can bring on two fresh wingers, so if Saka and Gordon starts, then they have Rashford and Madueke. So that phase, after that 60-70 minutes, that will be very crucial for England. So they can inject fresh legs who has the pace and power to run in behind, and in those phase Kane will just drop deep and allow Bellingham and the two wingers to move into the box, play directly, attack their defenders. That's how England can definitely win the game. But the main problem for England is their fullbacks. Nico O'Reilly is a brilliant attacking fullback, but defensively, in his career till date, he hasn't been tested yet. So maybe he will come up against Messi in some point of time. If the Argentina is trailing, Messi will definitely play from the right, allowing both Alvarez and Martinez to play up front through the middle. So that will be an interesting one. So I guess in that phase where Messi is playing from the right, Thomas Tuchel will definitely bring on Jet Spence or someone like that who is very defensively strong, or Dan Burn in that matter. I'm expecting O'Reilly to have a good game from start, but whenever Messi shifts to the right, he will be coming off. That is my prediction. And if Reece James is fit, England have a brilliant option to pass from their own defensive transition to the forwards. Reece James is a brilliant right back and a brilliant passer of the ball. So if he is fit, it's England's benefit. If he is not fit, then England will suffer a bit moving the ball from their own half to the attacking third. So let's see. But my prediction is France and England will face each other in the final. So if and only if the match doesn't go to tiebreakers. If it goes to tiebreakers, you cannot predict who will win. So no predictions will come into picture. So if the match doesn't go into tiebreakers, both of them, I am fully expecting France and England to win their respective semi-finals. So let's see what will happen. Cheers, bye.